Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and this time we are going to do the repair of a washing machine. Whirlpool expert, I invite you to stay because this fault is quite interesting because they do not generate any error code or any error code related to the fault that mainly brings this washing machine. We are going to check from why it is and what it causes. You put it to wash is this piece. Look, I'm going to tell you where it is and everything in case you want to change it once and for all. It is that, and that's it. What happens, you put it to wash and it only senses or tries to sense and it does nothing and it pauses and turns off. Why does this happen? Because the washing machine is detecting either that it fails in actuator or fails in motor or fails in capacitor, because as it tries to sense and does not detect enough strength can be said in the tub, because this is happening because this piece is being swept, or the other when it begins to sense or tries to centrifuge. It sounds like a buzzer rattle, but it is not one of the Valeros, so the fault is the one you put to spin and not centrifuge. Because she kind of squeaks everything else, and the other one doesn't wash either because she tries to sense, and when she can't detect how much water she is going to pour, well, she doesn't feel so well. I invite you to stay and like it, comment, share, subscribe. If you have any questions you can ask me. Arriving on Facebook or by the comments, it is difficult for me to answer since there are quite a few of us now, and well, this washing machine is quite easy to disassemble since we only have a screw on the inside of the agitator and it is practically all we have to remove to make a diagnosis of this washing machine on this failure. Here I am leaving you all this in the background so that you can see that it does not even activate the insurance again or anything by fate. Then well, we are going to disassemble these washing machines that came out with the plate agitator already. They sell the attachments, these lengths, to turn it into a long agitator, because for a better wash we will leave that for another video. But well, look, since we removed that screw, that is this one here, we are going to proceed now to also remove the agitator below, or the plate or impeller, as it is called. This one you only grab it with tweezers and it is very hard and you pull it to the top. Since we remove it we can see all this dirty part, and if you want to check that it is actually swept you turn your tub, and if you see that it is not, the post is moved, is damaged, it is damaged. What is this piece that is called a block or base, nut or tub base? Then we only remove to the right or to the left, depending on how you are positioned, this piece, and we remove its 6 screws and the piece. Bring the new screws and everything is already there, but anyway I recommend you keep them and don't miss any, because if you don't you're going to have to take out the whole tub and disassemble everything as I tell you. Remember that if you like my content then you can follow us on the TikTok that is in the description. You can use our TikTok code so you earn money and you support the channel. Also on Facebook we are uploading videos. Remember to follow us and support us, since we do this so that you save money and so that you can save money. Learn a little more if you are a technician, and you know that I always respond to you and also when they send me messages, but it is quite difficult for me since I also have to work to be able to continue uploading this type of videos. There are times that it is a little difficult for me to record, because I do everything at home. Everything I do at home in the client's house, because in the area where I work, well, they are apartments, these buildings and everything, then it's not like I can take everything to my home or my workshop. It's very complicated. Look, since we removed this piece, we checked and all the astriado or all the toothing of the transmission post looks dirty. It is not smooth, it is dirty. You just have to give it a brush, a little cleaning. Well, I am going to explain here the failure in this part in the block or nut or support of the Whirlpool expert washing machine. Look, we're going to take out a new one and the new one, then it's going to indicate the fault that this one here has, and as we can see, look, this is the new one, the one on the right, and the toothed one, or the astriado, whatever you want to call it, is perfect in this one that is new, and in this one has already worn out because it is damaged because of excess clothing. Then only this piece is changed and that problem of not washing does not spin is solved. So this is failure is quite strange after locating, because I have had to almost all those who have gone to repair, not even the technicians do not hit it, which is because they only get into failures and errors and do not find the fault. So we only clean all this part. As we can see here, there is no loss with where they give you the screws there. It has to go down and you don't have to worry about it being crooked or something like that. These washing machines, to clean them, also sell some pills that are called Afray. Those pills I highly recommend you use them. Since they are quite good those pills, I also think I already have the video recorded, and let's see, I don't know when it is going to go up, but you can also take a look at it, and that's it. Look, since we have all this here, we only put the screws that are the 6 as. I tell you can also wash it manually. That no, this one there is not so much problem. These tubs come off quite easily, all the dirt. There are some washing machines that are the, and yes, that the Son of Truth costs a job to wash the old ones. It is not so much these. This is, I tell you, I work everything at home, so if it is difficult for me, it becomes a little more complicated for me to do these types of work, to record them, because I always work alone. Then look here, it is difficult for me, and well, more or less I try to record it better than it can be for you to solve your problems. Nothing more. I would appreciate you well a comment and a subscription, and well, wait in the next videos that are coming are about updates, that washing machines are good, that washing machines are bad, that washing machines buy in the good end, everything. That kind of thing, and that's it here. Watch out, remember that it's plastic, and also if you hit it too hard, you can get to sweep the screws, then just at a moderate torque, which is like you could say, a quarter of a turn after the maximum, and that's it. Me. Remove this by doing with a screwdriver, but then I still put I give him a squeeze with the hand or with the strength of the hand, which is what you have more like, more precision, and that's it. Now we just have to put the good shaker and this. Base is the only thing that is going to prevent it from coming out Latina upwards, or that it floats practically Latina, because if it can't float, and this already prevents it from having that game, and well, as I tell you, we just put the shaker and that's it. Washing machine, the failure was solved, because I hope you like the content as I tell you. Well, like it, comment, share, subscribe. If you have not, you can make a donation if you also feel like it. In the description there are all the data to do it. We also handle spare parts. If you like, you can contact us. And well, look, all that's left is to test the washing machine. Check that all the water is there, it's fine. As you noticed here, we didn't even disconnect it from the power, so here the only thing you could do would be a calibration or a reset of the card in case it had some mistakes or something. But well, no, look, in this case it is already working. I hope you can hear it, but the washing machine is already working well and is spinning. Look, right now they don't take long to start. And that's where it started, and well, I hope you liked it, and see you until next time.